This is the story of Morris the Mole, a new kind of hero. Together with his tiny glowworm chum, Snuggly Bugly, he crosses into the human world and has many wonderful adventures. As with all good stories, we must start at the very beginning in a strange place just next door to Crumble Down Castle. You see, Morris wasn't born a super species. No. Once an ordinary garden mole, he was transformed beyond belief by the power of selfish science, here in a place where pollution and waste have run riot. Speaking of waste, this is Toxic Waste Plant, devised and constructed by the villainous Vivian Sector, mad scientist and inventor of the Brainium IQ Accelerator, a fantastic device which changes an ordinary little mole into Morris, the super species. This is Crumble Down Castle, ancestral home to one of the most wicked family names in history, the villainous Sector family. It is here, high up in the rooftop laboratory, that Professor Vivian Sector the 23rd's plans for world domination are taking shape. Sector is putting the final touches to his most brilliant creation, the Brainium IQ Accelerator Mark I. You see, Sector intends to zap himself with brainium rays, and so find untold powers which he will use to rule the planet. Unably assisted by the idiot first-class Creepy Crawlins and Digit McPuter, a super processor in the form of Sector's left hand, this bunch of baddies are filled with petty ambition.
Well, Professor Sector, are you ready for the experiment, eh? You need a vacuum pudding.
Creepy Crawlins is cordially invited to solve the problem.
Bring back a rat.
A rat, yes!
In the grounds around Crumbledown, nothing lives for long, and so Creepy Crawlins needs the odd word of encouragement to help him on his way.
Bingo! I'll give you bingo, you bongo.
Creepy Crawlins at your service. And, as usual, Creepy gets it completely wrong.
Oh no, let me stand up.
Let me see. Stand aside, let me see. A mole? A mole?
Nonetheless, still a mole in the hand, eh? With the victim in place, does ambition sparkle?
I'll be the most intelligent being in the world!
And the experiment finally begins.
Lovely. Digit says, let's get on with it, eh?
He's looking a little peaky. Start her up, Creepy. Under no circumstances must the button mark panic. No second.
This bunch of bungling buffoons are about to create the hero of the century, completely by accident. For in the Sector tradition, things always go badly wrong. Shall we say a little boo-boo?
Press the ABCD button.
Just at that moment,
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
someone rang the doorbell. It was Heather Merriweather, the professor's niece, who inadvertently, pressing the doorbell, caused a power surge in the system, which had untold repercussions. Professor Sector's dreams went usmo. Heather Merriweather happened.
Miss Heavy Merriweather. Merriweather.
Explorer and millionaires, she causes quite a few upsets. And it's downhill for the baddies all the way.
So sorry, that's a heavy one.
Heather has been sending money to restore down to its former glory. Sector has been diverting the funds into evil experiments. Uncle Vivian convinces Heather that the state of the castle is in keeping with its original design. Moldy moldings and authentic dry rot.
Was he medieval?
Medieval? He was totally evil.
The $4 million spent by Sector on the ultimate restoration don't amount to much. Later that evening, Heather announces her plans to stick around for a while and... Oh, the mole! What's happened to the mole, you may ask? Well, next morning, Heather played golf with an old friend.
Wally Brill, entertainment's manager. Well, Mary Heather, how much have you spent on the castle?
About $4 million.
The most incredible thing was about to happen. A much-changed mole was about to surface.
It looks like it's almost on the green.
Looks like a hole-in-one. Brilliant!
Creepy popped out of the giant mole hole just in time to see
Don't you mean a bowling one, Mr. Brill Hat?
Morris, Wally and Heather walking into the history books.
Where's it we're going to?
He's only young too. Probably a minor.
What's a minor?
Brilliant! Morris Minor.
Hey.
That's what we call him. Morris.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting live, first time anywhere, Morris the $1 Million Mole.
I was found in a hole in the ground. There's no one quite like me.
Yes, what followed was an overnight sensation all over the world. The most successful media personality of all time, Morris the Mole. Take it away, Morris. But this was just the beginning. In the world of Morris the Mole, there are many strange creatures just waiting, from an owl that's a hoot to talking trees. And among them, Morris finds his dearest friend, Snuggly Buggly.
So I'm not alone. What's your name, little fellow, eh?
A little smile once in a while made everything just so.
This little glowworm proves to be an endless source of help to Morris in the dangerous days to come, when he isn't sleeping. But Uncle Vivian's Sector, like all great baddies, won't. And he and Crollins, in the name of science, rebuild the Brainium. The Brainium Mark II.
Science, science, we need complete reliance on the science of today's technology. Alliance with science, we would welcome your complete compliance. Science.
Unfortunately for Sector, his glee doesn't last long. 2 maidens are now missing. These irreplaceable crystals are being worn by one 4-foot talking superspecies mole as spectacles. From that moment on, Morris was the focus of Sector's envy and hate. We'll give them a party. Determined to get Morris dead or alive, Sector began a dreadful and dangerous campaign to destroy and retrieve his precious lenses for the Brainium. We'll kidnap that mole. Vowing to be Vivian the victor in this one-sided fight, Sector and Crollins will try anything to get those lenses. Morris Morris is quite carried away by the sheer fun of it all, oblivious to any threats. Fortunately, good has a way of surviving, and in the adventure of Morris the Mole, there's just so much to tell. Will Morris foil Sector's evil plans, save Snuggly, help Heather, and expose the deadly Toxichem scandal? Well, you'll just have to wait and see, won't you? Silly old me, I forgot. A word from our sponsor.
How was that, Lenny?